What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 269 of the Lured Up podcast, where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network. Today is Wednesday, May 31st, 2021. I'm your host, Ken Pescator. That's Adam Tuttle. Adam, hello. Hi.
Hey.
What's happening?
Car troubles. But I'm not going to worry about it till tomorrow morning.
That's right. That's right. Because
all the shops are closed. There's nothing I can do about it.
You don't have to drive until tomorrow morning.
Exactly.
You see, like I've worked in the auto industry for so long that I struggle when I have car issues, because it's like, even if I don't have the parts, I'm like under the hood and I want to work on it. I know exactly what you're going through. Car troubles are the worst, man. And cars right now suck. They're so expensive. Like, I wanted to buy like a pre-owned car, just like to have like a decent pre-owned certified car. It was like the payments were absolutely out of control. The rates are such shit. There's no incentives. Damn, bad time to buy a car. Good time to sell a car. But yeah,
my lawnmower actually broke as well. But
I heard about your lawnmower woes.
And this isn't the lawnmower 4.0. This is the lawnmower
for your grass.
Yes,
not for your ass. The lawnmower for your grass.
I wasn't gonna go there, but you, Reggie Giggity, went there.
Yes.
But anyways, I took it apart. I unscrewed every single screw because it's like an electric one. So I unscrewed everything. I am not a take it apart, fix it myselfer. And I took it all apart, and I was like, all right, look, it's this timing belt thing. And so, because it was like all frayed and just off, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit and say, if I can spend the $3 for the part and then get it shipped, which was, whatever, $6 shipping. So I paid more on shipping than the actual part, but whatever. I bought the part. If it's under $10 and I can try to fix it myself, I'm going to. If not, I'll have to invest in a lawnmower proper, which is okay.
You don't strike me as the working on a lawnmower kind of guy, though.
Same. But I will say, having a third of my yard mowed was eating me up. It was literally eating me up.
You just gotta get a weed whacker.
I did. I have my weed whacker, and I plugged it in, and I weed whacked my lawn.
I've been there. Shout to Maddie G, subscribing with Amazon Prime. We are streaming this right now live on the 31st on twitch.tv/Pokemon Professor Network. So if you're listening to the audio and you want to catch this back, you can catch it live on Wednesdays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Got on 11 o'clock today. We had major technical issues. But
Ken just doesn't know how to use a webcam.
Yeah,
but
dude,
anyways,
I was about to strangle this webcam.
He was going to strangle me and then the webcam.
Yeah, it was crazy. But no, shout out to everybody in the chat right now. But you can catch the VOD. This will be out Friday. Sorry, last episode got out a little late too. But we got plenty to talk about this week, Adam. There's a lot going on. This was the news dump. We used to say that back in the day, right? Before we had seasons, Niantic would just like hit us with all the shit at once. Now we kind of know that they're going to wait for the very last moment to announce stuff. I think they did a pretty good job of containing the leaks, especially with GBL. But we'll break everything down. We'll talk about Shadow Mewtwo, which was this past week.
Did you say Shadow Mewtwo?
I did. We had Regigiggity in raids. We had Vanilla spawns, which is always fun. Season 11, Hidden Gems has been announced, and this is really cool. There's a lot to it. Diancy's actually, featured the gems. The video is really neat.
I thought you were talking about the podcast. This is a hidden gem.
This is. I hope it's not that hidden. Should be like one of the top ones when you put in Pokemon Go. The battlers can finally rejoice because there's a GBL update that comes with hidden gems, and it's pretty decent. There's move updates. There's Pokemon updates. It's finally what they've been wanting. It's good to see the PvP community kind of positive again and talking about stuff, especially in the wake of Silpharina closing. We could use some positivity right now. So with the move shakeups and the move availability shakeups, it's good that the PvP
That's a lot of shakeups.
There's a lot of shit shaken. The June content update is here again. It comes via a infographic now on Twitter. We'll break that down. The first event of the month is a research day where we will be searching for gold. I love gold. And
what is this, St. Patrick's Day? What's going on?
Water
Will
Festival
we find
comes
leprechauns?
back. Yep, the Water Festival is back with Beach Week, which is a pretty little unique spin, which fits the hidden
Son
gems
of
thing.
a beach.
So, dude, Howard Stern, that was a good show. Axew is our June Community Day Pokemon. Some people seem to be confused, thinking that this is a repeat Community Day. They're like, another.
It does look a little bit like Gibble, right?
No,
and
but it's
Deino?
like it came out. Did you say Deino?
Deino.
What the what is that?
It's Deino.
That's worse than Vivillon or whatever the hell you say. Deino.
Vivillon.
So Axew
I don't
came
care
out,
if people want to call it Vivian.
remember, the Shiny came
Vivillon.
out Global Go Fest. So it was available. It's been available in Vanilla Spawns. It's been available through Go Fest and other events. People mistaking that, thought it was a Community Day Pokemon. It's not. But that will be our June Community Day, following in line with the the dragon types we've seen in previous Junes. And Zoe Two Dots had to sit down with Michael Steranka from Niantic and caused some major waves in the community, and we'll talk about it. Some good, some bad, some indifferent. We'll break it all down at him. There is plenty to cover today, plenty to talk about. I'm ready to do it.
Are you ready to do it?
All right, Shadow Mewtwo. Let's start.
Oh,
with Shadow.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
hang on. So, I have a graded card that I just got back from TGA, and it's a Shining Mewtwo, not a T,
Then move
not
over.
a
Go ahead, hold it
Shadow
up.
Mewtwo.
Hold it up. Oh, I could. You forgot you have your own camera. Could just do
Yeah.
that. That's pretty hot.
But this, I believe, is from Neo Destiny, and it's like the one good condition, like really rare card I have. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna send that in, and so I am gonna peel it and see what the grade is. So just bear with me here.
Oh, you're
'cause I don't
doing this
know.
live right now? Look at this.
I'm doing it live.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh, it's a 6.
It's a 6. Oh man. Hey, that's okay.
Hey,
That's okay.
You're not doing it for the resale value, right?
No, not at all.
So then that's fine. Then that's good.
No,
Old
this
timey
one's-
gamer dad,
just in
JT Valor
the-
in the chat.
Yeah, in the spirits of Shadow Mewtwo, I just wanted to be able to share this.
No, that's awesome. It's very shiny. I like it. I
like these stickers.
But let's talk about Shadow Raids, Adam. Let's talk about in-person only Shadow Mewtwo. How did it go? What did you do? How did you play?
Fantastic. Well, I mean, as best you can say, fantastic.
What do you mean?
So I coordinated with several people, and we picked up stragglers along the way. And there's about 5 or 6 of us, then sometimes 8. So we had a small group. It was Chanel and myself, Drew from TGA, his girlfriend, and then Casa de Cubone.
How
And
could
then
you
we
leave out
had-
Casa de Cuba?
Well, I'm just trying to recollect in my head here. And then we had somebody else that came. Forgive me, I don't remember names very well. And then we kind of like so there were 6 of us, and we were like, we're going to the first one. Go on to Campfire and find out people are already at the first one.
Look at
So
that.
we're on our way, and we're already getting lost because we're following Campfire and just turning on the wrong directions. But anyways, we make it there, and we get in. The first raid was 11 people, and I got a shiny, Casa got a shiny, and I believe Chanel got a shiny. We
In
all
the
got a
first
shiny
raid?
in the first one, and then we do immediately the next one, and Casa also got another shiny.
What?
Yeah, he was on fire.
Yeah, we had people go the whole day without getting the shiny, so that's pretty insane.
That's wild.
So
It was really good. We did a lot of walking because the only way that I could have done more Mewtwo's was looking through Campfire to find out where they are on the map. It was very frustrating that we had to walk from one raid to the next because they were so far away from each other.
Yep.
And it was like, then the next one's all the way back where we started, which was like another 20-minute hike. Like, it was frustrating that more gyms were not Mewtwo.
So that's a good
We
point.
had
That's a good point.
the 3 stars and the 1 star, and it's like at the start there was a Beldum. I wanted to do the Beldum, but we were already on our way to Mewtwo. So I was just, it's just one of those. If you're gonna give us Mewtwo, at least put it in all the gyms.
Yeah.
You
So
could stagger the eggs. I don't care how you do it. Just don't put other Pokemon in the raid pool. Like that's just
Yep.
so frustrating.
Well, on Saturday, it was, as far as tier 5s go, it was exclusively Mewtwo, right? But the problem being that it was just there wasn't a lot of raid density. So it wasn't that there was other raid bosses clogging up the other gyms. There was just nothing. They were just open gyms. So I had put together a big event, and shout to Noggin Dude subscribing with Prime. Yes, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. You can hook us up once a month. But
thank you.
I put up, a flyer. I promoted it all over the place. Discords, campfires, Facebook groups. Like I really promoted the hell out of this. I wanted to make it good. I got one of the local businesses involved in Red Bank. I ordered a bunch of bagels for everybody. People got there early. I showed up.
You're too kind. Too kind.
It was good. No, it was really good. And when I first got there, I'd say by 9:45, 9:50, like when we were eating breakfast, I probably had like 30 to 40 people like already congregating. It was really awesome. We had breakfast where we met in Marine Park, which is the heart of Red Bank's meetup area. So like that's where we would meet. Not a single Mewtwo raid in the immediate park gyms.
That was the same situation I was in.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I'm not changing the meetup location. We're going to have to meet there because there's picnic tables and it's covered and there's bathrooms. So I was like, this would be good for people to eat and everything. There's garbage cans. So we all ate. We took a group photo like immediately since everyone was together. And we had to walk like into the center of town to do our first raid. I also got the shiny Mewtwo on the first raid, which was really great. I was the only one.
Right.
Second raid, we had to walk like 10 minutes. Like it was not a good thing when everyone was so eager to raid. Like everyone was really gassed up.
Yeah.
Everyone was like,
Yep.
Like Mewtwo, let's go. And it's like, where the hell are all the Mewtwo?
And we were utilizing Campfire to find any Mewtwo at that point.
But here's the thing. It's a 48-hour window that Mewtwo is available, or whatever it is. 48 hours total, obviously not overnight.
Don't try to sugarcoat this, Ken.
I'm not. But my point being that when they've done this previously and they've brought a boss in, sometimes there's like a smaller window where they're very, dense. So it would have been nice if they said, hey, from 10 to 2, there'll be a exceptional amount of Shadow Mewtwo available, and then bring it back to its normal rate for the rest of the weekend, So that way, at least at the start of the event or some point in the event, like even if it's a 2 to 5 window, something, we knew that we were going to get like a takeover of Mewtwo raids. That would have helped the push for organized play, because then you could say, hey,
yes,
if you're going to come out, come during these 3 hours, because that's when we're going to be able to get the most Mewtwo's in.
Yeah, because once we went all the way basically to the outskirts of downtown, we like went away. Like we went to a park, like a kid's park in the middle of like a housing area. And it was like, okay, well, let's go back down to downtown because there's one spawning. And then there was 2. So we were able to do an extra 2. But then at that point, we were just like, all right, there's one like an hour from now. And then again, we had to walk out of downtown all the way back. Like it was just very frustrating. And it's like, we were all exhausted from walking so much. Like my shins killed me.
Dude, I did 12,000 steps in 3 hours. It was a lot of walking. It was like community day levels of walking. And I had all these people, like we ended up, I was calling our raid train like we were like Katamari Damacy, we were like just picking people up, rolling as we go, like big groups. We ended up finding like this group of like junior high school kids, like young kids, but they were rolling like 15 deep playing. I'm like, who are you? Like, where are you from? They were excited to join the train. About half the amount of people that were there, I've never met before. It was amazing. Shout to Reverend Go. came from Binghamton, New York, drove 200 miles each way to come play.
Jeez.
Shouts wherever go. He's like, look, I don't come out a lot. If I'm going to do it, I might as well make it for real. He had a great time. And it's so funny because he's one of the accounts on Twitter that people were saying is my burner accounts. I was like, look, it's my burner account. But yeah, we had to walk to the second gym. The third gym was and again, we're using Campfire, so we're really drawing the map out and looking around. It was well out of the normal Red Bank play area. Like, we walked far as hell.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, we're not even in the downtown where it's like dense with stops anymore. We're like in these isolated areas where gyms are. And then when we had to walk to the next raid, like, I ended up like fucking power walking and just made the raid by about 10 seconds. There was like a group of 20 people that didn't even get into the raid, and they had just walked like 15 minutes to get there and just missed it.
Oh my God.
It was
Jeez.
bad. And luckily we were able to double back downtown. We did about a dozen in 3 hours. So doesn't seem like a lot when you think of like raid hour or something like that, but we did an exceptional amount of walking. People started to disperse. The hardcore people were like, you know what? Let's jump in a car. Let's hit up as many more as we can the next hour. So we did like a car foo for like an hour and picked up like another 5 raids or so, something like that. Just driving around, but very casual. It was hanging out. Technically, there was 2 issues that we had. There was one raid where half the lobby got booted. This was the same kind of like issue that people were seeing during elite raids, where if there was an existing lobby already going and someone starts a second lobby, then it will it caused that lobby to get booted out. Yo, shout to Sakamo. Thank you for subscribing with Prime. Appreciate you. Everyone on Twitch hooking it up. There was a couple technical glitches, and some of them happened when there was like a minute left on the raid, so people couldn't get back in. It was kind of like a feels bad moment, especially because, like, I'm the host, right? Like, I'm bringing all these people together. I want everyone to have a good time. So it was, like, bummed out seeing, like, people miss raids. So it was bummed out seeing people have technical issues with the raids. But all in all, it was super positive. We did our Carfu. Craziest shit ever, though. As we're... You know what? Let me pull it up on screen here for a second for our video people. We're literally driving to one of the raids via Campfire. I'm gonna pull it up on screen here. And a fucking Azelf spawns in the wild. An actual Azelf in the wild, like right next to the gym. So it was right there. We couldn't fucking believe it. It took me like 10 grubs, Golden Raz Ultra Balls, and caught it. And it was, decent IVs. I just never thought I would catch one of these in the wild. So that was really fun to experience that.
That's cool.
Oddly enough, they're coming and they'll be shiny and all that stuff. But still very, very cool to do it in person.
For me, it was around like 1:30. 1:45, 2 o'clock, that everybody just got defeated. It was just like, all right, we're done. We're getting lunch.
But they would have done more had there been...
Would have done tons. Honestly, I don't think it would have stopped.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I paid for parking and like I would have had to pay more, but it's one of those things like if there were tons of Mewtwo's, I don't know if I would stop.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I think that the Red Bank
lunch
group
would have had to wait. Lunch would have had to wait.
And that's definitely the feedback I've pushed up is just like, yeah, there should have been a window where the raids were everywhere. I understand Mewtwo's available for the whole weekend. You don't want to kind of like, blow it out for the whole weekend, but like, yeah, give us a little window where during that window it's more dense. And that would have been really, really good because, yeah, Mewtwo, everybody would have went nuts for it. I heard very little chatter online from the community members and even the Red Bank community people that couldn't make it, showing any like, negative sentiment like, I wish I could remote these. You know what I mean? It was more of, I wish I could be there with the group. then
Yep.
I wish I could remote these. You know what I mean? So like, it was
Yeah,
obvious
and I think the FOMO really doesn't necessarily there because we technically have already gotten a Shadow Mewtwo.
not shiny
You know what I mean?
eligible.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying like in the general sense, you know, people already have Shadow Mewtwo, so it's
Yeah,
not like, oh, I'm gonna be so upset. And
it's
then
not
we've
Mega
already had
Rayquaza.
shiny. Yeah, we've already had shiny Mewtwo. So like, if you have a Shadow Mewtwo and you have a shiny Mewtwo, I know it's not the same thing, but you know what I mean. It you can feel better about the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But definitely let us know how you did for Shadow Mewtwo. We have an awesome feedback thread on our Twitter. A lot of really, really good feedback. Only because we have so much to cover today, I'm not going to go through all the individual feedback on the air here. But definitely look into that thread, get involved. A lot of good feedback. A lot of real, like, people saying, like, holy shit, the community got together. Like, the people were out. I think Alfindial posted a video of the Seattle group. They had, like, hundreds. Like, it was wild. It was wild. And just very promising, very good. Niantic has said we will do things to get people outside. There was people outside.
There was definitely people outside.
Of course.
And I think Axew Community also people will be outside.
Yeah, for sure. But there's, of course, the people online that are like, yeah, there's, posting the picture of, like, the empty raid lobby of just them, like, I'm here raiding Shadow Mewtwo and no one's here. And it's like,
well, when you're in a car by yourself and you're not communicating or using Campfire or using Discord groups or using Facebook groups or not just standing there waving your Pokemon t-shirt being like, hey, I'm playing Pokemon, somebody play with me.
Yeah. Well,
you gotta be a little bit out there.
And to be fair,
because that's exactly what happened. We've looked at people, they looked at us, we both had our phone.
You give them the nod,
and it was like, you playing? All right, join this raid.
It's like, oh, I see you have a battery charger.
Yes, exactly.
I see you're swirling
sign
on your phone. But no, that I don't know. I think that there could be something to what Niantic is doing. That's all I'm saying. People will, of course, talk shit on Twitter. They're not going to take the action. They're going to try to grasp onto the fact that they didn't have anyone to raid with. And as a disclaimer, I understand you could bust your ass for this game and the community and still have no one to raid with. So we're not addressing the people that are actually trying. We're just addressing the people that are, shit posting, pretty much.
Yeah,
complaining. Right? Because
because they want to complain, not
the dude in the town there's 100 people in the town, and like only like 40 of them have cell phones, and there's only one person that plays Pokemon Go.
20 of them play Pokemon Go.
No, not even 20.
Pokemon. No, and 5 are like all the same color, and the gyms are always those colors.
I'm just saying we understand that there are real challenges, right? But there's the shit posting was still going on. But let us know how you did for Shadow Mewtwo. Let us know how many you caught. Did you get the shiny? I saw a couple Shadow Hundos, fucking out of control. Dude, my son caught like a 96, purified it to a Hundo. He was just like, I don't care. He's like, I just want the Hundo Mewtwo. It's like, so we were all making
Same. I would have done that.
But because of the volume, I probably would have done that if I had a Hundo eligible version. Just because I was catching so many,
And do we have any inkling as to when this is going to come back, or
Mewtwo?
Yeah.
Hell no. Probably a fucking Go Fest next year or some shit like that. Who knows? But let's talk about the future, Adam, and that's Hidden Gems. Our new season, Season 11 of Pokemon Go, is here, and I guess we'll watch the video here in the background as we talk over it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get my shovel out.
So I
don't even have a map.
You see Carbink there. You see them like following a treasure map. They're on a beach. There's a couple different cues. You see like something funky over the Pokestop in the background there. You saw like this little item on the ground. They're searching for shit. It looks like there's potentially different mechanics coming. I almost wish that they borrowed something from Peridot where you can make your Peridot forage in the ground. You draw a little circle, it goes into the ground. That would be really cool. A cool way to like dig for treasure or something like that. But very, very promising. I love the aesthetic. I love the jewels. I love the logo. Shout out to Jason Marino. But as we look through, of course, this is the window that Go Fests are happening. So this is, of course, the main feature of the season. London, New York, Osaka. Get your tickets. From what I understand, some of the U.S. tickets were already starting to dry up for the pre-sale or the pre-release price. So just be on the lookout for that. It breaks down just like we've seen with all the different seasonal events, but what we're really talking about here are new Pokemon, and we get Sandy Gas and Palisand, which is exciting for me because I live on the beach. And like I said,
would you say that's
Carbink,
one Pokemon or two Pokemon?
it's two Pokemon. It's definitely two Pokemon. But Carbink doesn't evolve, so there's your third, right? But
yeah.
let's talk about Shadow Articuno. And Adam, I want to give you props for hitting this on the head last week when you were like, it would be great if during the week it was like 1 and 3 star Shadow raids. We earn our gems, our purified gems, and then on the weekend we have a legendary. That's exactly what Niantic is doing with Articuno coming this coming weekend. So it's starting
I like when I hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, you did it. So this will be Shadow Articuno. I'd imagine they're going to cycle through all the Kanto birds, Shadow versions with Shinies, all that good stuff. Shadow raids are still here. The new web store is open. Yay! Community sentiment is down. How do you support that? Tell them to spend money. That went over like a dude. That went over like fucking didn't go over at all. Coming soon. Do you think they're going to update this in a timely fashion? No. I'm just going to say no. Seasonal highlights, Community Day. We know what June is. It's Axew.
Yeah, so they didn't update it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess they're already
There's
starting.
also treasure chests. I wonder what's in them.
Those are probably going to be for the multiple events that come through. But look at these stickers. They're absolutely amazing. I love them. They are awesome. Very cute.
I like
very, very cute. That Butterfree, dude. Kidding me?
I like the lady.
We're going to go through the events, so I'm not worried about this part right here. They did update this calendar, and they fucked up. Let's see if they fixed it. Because if you scroll all the way forward, you see Nihilego. Let's go into Heatran. Oh, look at that. Articuno, Zapdos, so all Pokemon through the whole summer that they didn't, Regieleki, that they didn't announce in the events, they kind of leaked within the calendar. Cresselia's in there. There was also Mega Tyranitar that was showing on certain days. So they kind of
wow.
Blew themselves up a little bit. There's Mega Sceptile. So if you want a little sneak peek of what's going on, just look no further than the calendar because they screwed up. Go Battle League. We'll talk about that update next. Here are our research encounter Pokemon, Adam. Sableye, Beldum, Audino, Furfrou, Goomy, Noibat. I like this. Goomy in there. Goomy. Can't be shiny. Does this still matter?
No. And I think it's just one of those, it's a dragon that's rare, and they're going to keep throwing it in there until they go, oh, guess what? There's a community day for it.
Yep. Shout out to Woodwose Wolf, who always comments on the kind of biome-esque spawns that never really seem too prevalent because of event spawns and just the game not being mapped properly in OSM and things like that. It would be really awesome if this was like when there's vanilla spawns and I'm in New York City, I see these fucking Pokemon everywhere. Like it would be nice. Unfortunately, like even me that lives at the beach, like, yeah, I might see these here and there, but I should be seeing these everywhere. I live at the beach. I can't get any closer to the freaking beach. So, but if you look through these, again, we have to move somewhat fast because there's so much news here today. But some pretty cool Pokemon here. I love in the mountains that Boldor is spawning. That's really cool. Hemispherical spawns are pretty good with some starters in there. Dratini's in there. Beldum in the southern hemisphere, which is always a good spawn.
That's nice.
The egg pool completely shaken up again. So just review these. Marini's in there. 7Ks. The Hisuian stuff. Kind of a carryover. A little bit of a bummer. Emolga still in 10Ks. Like, come on, man. That's like a letdown. 5K Adventure Sync Egg. Shieldon still in there. Cranidos still in there. Those are always good.
What does the and more mean? Is that just Larvesta?
That's Larvesta, man. Larvesta is in the
Do we
and
even
more.
know? We even know?
No. We'll know tomorrow. I'm sure New Zealand knows right now, unless it's broken. But I'm sure they know if it's in there. They've had a day of hatching eggs. Here's where it gets really good. 1 additional special trade per day, all season long. Extra special trade.
That is nice.
Phenomenal.
That is very nice.
Additional Pokemon
Very
candy when
nice.
trading. That's great. Encourage in-person stuff. And trainers level 31 will receive 1 guaranteed XL candy when trading Pokemon. Trade those Mewtwo's. Take advantage of special trades.
Can you trade a Shadow Mewtwo?
You cannot. So a lot going on in the season. Obviously, as we go through the season, we'll be revisiting all that stuff. But again, I just want to move on from the actual blog post, and we can talk really quickly about the GBL update.
Really quickly, let's be on this for a little bit because I battled.
You did like 2
yesterday
battles.
night.
You did like 2 battles.
I won 5 in a row.
If you're
Catch Cup for the win. I was using Bruxish. Had some help from Matty G.
Before BA Mage says Larvesta is an egg still. Okay, so that's cool. Not in 12K, 2, 5, and 10s.
No, I had a lot of help from patrons. I was very excited.
Yeah, I saw everyone tagging you in the Druddigons. So here's the whole Hidden Gem schedule. You can break these out and look at everything. We got Summer Cup, Element Cup back, Single Type Cup. We got a couple Triple Stardust days, Retro Cup in Great League Remix. Fossil Cup is here. Jungle Cup Little Edition, which is kind of cool. Great Ultra and Master in there as normal, and Fantasy Cup Ultra League Edition. So there's some cool stuff. Catch Cup, Hidden Gems. They actually, when they give the description of Catch Cup at the bottom of the blog, they actually say it has to be caught within the season, not just the Catch Cup window. So they fixed that. Hidden Gems.
That's why I could use my Bruxish.
Yep.
Now that makes sense.
Go battle events weekend Clay. So based on Clay, it's the cowboy action going on. Quadruple Stardust for win rewards and the 100 battles, of course. And that'll be during Master League Premier. Go World Championships event, August 11th through the 15th. Great and Ultra and Master kind of mirroring what's going on over there. So that's pretty cool. But here's where things get good. We see these rewards. Everybody loves that. Standard encounters. Okay, that's great. Let's move on to... Oh, these avatar items. I don't like them at all. Do you like these avatar items? This clay-based cowboy? No.
I don't like the chaps. I don't.
Like, it'd be awesome if you could wear no pants. Those chaps would be awesome. That would be great. But like he's got
I think
like
it's part of
like
the outfit.
A tie. Like I don't like it.
It's Clay's. It's Clay's outfit. It's what he wears.
Yes. No, I know.
But he is also a little bit larger.
Catch Cup Hidden Gems you'll see here. Only Pokemon that have been caught during this season are eligible. So it's not just going to be during the Catch Cup window. But here's where things get exciting. New attacks. Liquidation being added to the game. Leafage being added to the game. So nice water and grass type moves being added. There's also a couple of buffs. Icicle Spear getting a little bit more power. Poison Fang getting more power. Rollout. Mud Bomb. Mud Boys are back. Mud Bomb getting getting a little bit extra power. Seed Bomb getting more power, even though the energy cost is increased as well. And then you've got a bunch of new Pokemon. Clefable will be a fucking threat now in Ultra.
It's already a threat with its charm.
So plenty of stuff here. Check out BTW podcast. Check out the PvP Corner and GoCast feed for more detailed stuff on PvP that can speak to this a little bit better than we can. All right. Let's talk. Again, we got to keep it moving. Adam.
All right, you keep it moving. I'm trying to find something.
Are you looking for cards? I can tell you're looking for cards.
I'm looking for one specific card.
Jesus Christ. All right, June content update is here. Like we were saying before, Uxie, Mesprit, Azelf coming back. This is where I want to get your hot take on this, Adam. So, yes, there's a remote raid pass limit. Yes, you could only do 5 a day. These will remain regional. So I obviously can't do in-person Mesprit raids. But
why not?
Because they won't be.
Can't you just do things to get there?
No.
You can fly there.
I could fly there if I had the money. But I could do 5 remotes a day,
Yeah.
but I'm limited to 5. Will it be enough for me? Absolutely. I'm not going to do more than that anyway. Nihiligo's coming back.
Yeah.
It can be shiny. First Ultra Beast that can be shiny. And Heatran coming back, a fan favorite. A lot of people like this. We know Shadow Raids, that will be Shadow Articuno. And then we have Swampert, Sceptile, and Mystery Raid Boss coming in Megas at the end of the month as well.
What Megas are we missing?
We're missing Tyranitar, Sableye,
Ooh.
Audino.
I think they saved Sableye for Halloween. Tyranitar's a big one. That's like people are gonna go nuts for that.
Did you see the
And
green beacon
Adina.
in the video for the Hidden Gem season? That kind of looked like Rayquaza's beacon. Mega Rayquaza.
Oh
Just
yeah, it is
saying.
summertime, so that
Just
could
saying,
be.
just saying.
Ooh,
We've
buddy.
also have a couple, event lineup is pretty strong here. Spotlight Hour, this is pretty cool. For Beach Week, for the Water Festival Beach Week, for Spotlight Hour, they're bringing 5 Pokemon. So I hope these clusters are just like out of control, Motley Crue mismatch of all 5 of these Pokemon just, blasting onto the screen at once. That'd be really cool. Binacle,
It would
Sunkern,
be.
and Doduo also for Spotlight Hour. So June looking very busy. Usually there's a lull before GoFest. Maybe July will be our chill month as we prep for GoFest, both in person and global. But June looks pretty stacked. So what are your thoughts on the Lake Guardians with remote raid pass limits and them remaining regional? How do you feel about this? Because a lot of people are bent out of shape saying like, oh,
If you're
I want
shiny
more.
hunting, I mean that's a thing. They're not the most useful Pokemon, so it's not like the end of the world to not get that. I don't know. It does feel weird. I think whenever they do any kind of they're doing an event. Why not increase it to 10? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but these aren't they aren't necessarily attached to an event. They're just spread
But make
out
it
over
an
the month.
even number so you can get 3 of this one and 3 of this one.
So
just give us 1 extra.
I
Literally just be like 1 extra remote raid this season.
you mean in general?
I mean
They could. Hey man, they could keep that in their
Yeah.
back pocket. Like they're doing an extra special trade. They could say, hey, everyone gets 6 remote raids. But this is how
and then
I
I
broke
would
it
be
down.
curious to see the data if everybody actually gets to 6.
Right.
That's
and they won't.
That's the kicker.
And they won't. But I had someone complaining about it on Twitter, and they asked the question, like, why would they do this? Why? They're only, they're exploiting the fact that remote raid pass prices went up. They're taking advantage of us. This is bad, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, they're like...
No, if they were in
literally-
it for the money, they would sell them for 75 coins
They-
and
but-
be like,
Dude,
go
yeah,
infinite.
go deep. Giggity. But this is what the person said. Like, they asked, why would they do this? And I said, here's my take. If they were to just blow the doors open on this, it would literally devalue the Pokemon. It would dilute the economy, and it would not balance things. And they're like, hey, can you elaborate? And I was like, holy shit, meaningful conversation. Like someone that actually
Ooh,
wants
you
to...
love that.
Of course I do, because normally people would just say that. They'd be like, fuck you, shill. You know what I mean? So it's like when someone's like, well, can you elaborate? I'm like, yes, I can. And here's the example. And I thought this was a great way to break it down. If I do, like, the regionals are here for 15 days, right? So that's how long they're going to be here. So if I remote raid 5 times a day for the 15 days that they're here, I can score 75 regional Pokemon. That means I'm bringing 75 regionals into the economy. And by the economy, I mean tradable, PvE, PvP, transfer to home, attacking gyms, like all this stuff. They're in the mix. Me personally, I could bring 75 regionals. Let's say there's no cap, and I do 20 a day. Now I'm bringing 375 regionals over that same period.
Well, when you put it like that,
5 times diluted, but the pool will be diluted by 5 times. So what does that mean? It means now I can trade them to my entire fucking town. they don't have to
And
raid
then nobody,
for it.
yeah, nobody else needs to raid.
I can, I have all these shinies. I can. It's not worth trading 1 million of them to people that already have them because they also have 375 of them. So what I explained was, in this game, people value two things: rarity and exclusivity of Pokemon. So if I've got 375 of these things, it's neither rare nor exclusive. But if I could only do...
making it less desirable,
less appealing,
to be traded.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like
You're
me, I still don't have 100% Squirtle. So to me, I want somebody to trade me their Squirtles so I can try to get 100%. That's what I'm after because everything is so diluted. I don't care about the shiny. I don't care about the legendary. I don't care about, like, because there's so many legendaries. I have so many legendaries.
Right.
And I want a Squirtle. That's what I want.
Me too.
Right now,
Me too.
Today, I want to be traded a Squirtle to try to get 100%.
Sure. And then I said to the person, this is only the numbers part of it. I go, think of like the intangible, the meaning of a legendary Pokemon to the franchise, to the lore of Pokemon, right? These things should be unique. They should be kind of like coveted. You know what I mean? Like they're a legendary Pokemon. So they get devalued in that sense, where I can't say, oh yeah, this is this amazing legendary Pokemon that I also have 400 of. You know what I mean? It's like, it's hard for me to say that this Pokemon is special, which legendary Pokemon should be special, but it's hard for me to say that this Pokemon is special.
But I caught it on the toilet.
It's
very special.
Just saying. Legendary shit or shiny would be nice, though. Yo, shout out to the shit or shiny channel in our Discord.
Well, you still can.
It's blowing up.
You just can only have 5 opportunities a day.
Yes. But I don't know. I think that this is a good thing that we have this limit, especially when it comes to regionals. You still have a chance at it. Remote raids are still a thing. I understand people want to shiny hunt 100 of them. You could do that with your own regional. The other two?
And then come to GoFest and trade somebody.
There you go. But if everybody's got a million of them...
this podcast. Yeah, you didn't hear that from this podcast.
Jay Mad in the chat says, Adam, come to London GoFest and I'll trade you 100 Squirtle a day. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I do have a special lucky trade planned, and I chose to choose a Squirtle.
Yeah, we've got spreadsheets managing the trades at GoFest. We don't fuck around when it comes to lucky trades. So
yeah, but I'm getting a lucky Squirtle, and if it's not a hundo, out of here.
Oh, Espion Willow in the chat. Hello, what's up? So yeah, it's. I think it's okay. But June looks stacked. I'm pretty excited for it. I think Hidden Gems is going to be awesome. I can't wait. Our first event, it's in a couple days. Let's pull it up on screen here, and that's going to be a Gold Research Day event. Yay! They show.
So what you're saying is there's going to be a bunch of Golducks?
I love Gold. That's a missed opportunity that they didn't use Golduck. Why didn't they do that?
And if you're lucky trainers, you could find a Golduck.
They should have done.
Doesn't have to be shiny. Just the fact that it's a Golduck.
Dude, I've seen so many Golduck vanilla spawns. It's kind of annoying.
Same.
It's kind of annoying. It says, trainers, the Pokemon featured in a special upcoming research day are worth more than their weight in gold. Caterpie, Magikarp, Nosepass, Sableye, Barboach. Okay.
Because they all can be gold.
So, do you understand it's the shiny? So, right? That's why they're gold. Get it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. We're clear there.
You get it.
I do. Event bonuses, okay. Pokestops may turn gold without a golden lure module. So this is just like we saw during the launch of the golden lures.
And we get Gimme Ghoul?
Well, this is the most fucking crazy way to say this. I don't like the language of this next part at all.
Same.
Roaming form Gimme Ghoul won't appear at golden Pokestops if a golden lure module wasn't used. Dude, what's with the double negative? Roaming form Gimme Ghoul won't appear at golden Pokestops if a golden lure module wasn't used, but treasure hunting trainers may still find Gimme Ghoul coins when they spin the Pokestop.
Wait, so when you put the gold Pokestop down, you can get the Gimme Ghoul?
You can. Very rare, but you can spawn a Gimme Ghoul. What this is saying is these bonus golden stops that have not been initiated by a golden lure, you could still get the coins, but no Gimme Ghoul.
Okay.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I just, it's such a weird way to say that. I don't like the double negative. It makes my eye twitch. Wild encounters, also more gold stuff. Weedle, Bellsprout, Poochyena, Buizel, Timpole, Shelmet, Stuffle. Some trainers might even encounter Lickitung and Azumarill. That's pretty cool. Timed research for $1. This starts a little bit of negative sentiment here because we have a couple events that have been announced. They all have a paid option. Yes, it's a $1 option, but people are like, whoa, this shit should be free. And now every event you want me to spend $1? Yeah. That's pretty much what they're saying. Timed research will challenge you to complete field research tasks to encounter more of the featured Pokemon. That's all it is. Please note that timed research expires.
But it says Pokemon of your choice.
Yeah.
So you get to choose which Pokemon?
Oh, maybe like a choose your own adventure?
Oh, yeah. So, like, you'll pick, like, oh, I know that I don't have a Nosepass shiny.
Oh, that would be cool.
So I'm going to choose the Nosepass option, and then all my rewards are Nosepass.
No,
but that's the key.
It's field research, though, so I don't think that we're going to get exclusive field research.
No,
like if
this
I
is
choose
timed research.
I know,
timed
but it says
research.
this timed research.
Will challenge you to complete field research tasks to encounter more of the featured Pokemon of your choice.
I know, but
your choice.
But listen,
and your choice, and your choice.
If I choose,
not my choice, your choice.
If I choose Magikarp and you choose Nosepass, and we're physically together, giggity pause, and we spin the same stop,
I'm gonna get Nosepass, and you're gonna get Magikarp.
I think that's a stretch, but that would be fucking awesome. That would be cool. I don't know if
how is that a stretch? It literally says in the
it says your
blog,
choice, meaning you could
your choice.
Yeah, meaning if I get a Nosepass field research and I don't want it, I can delete it.
Is it gonna say Nosepass?
I don't know. Timed research expires.
That doesn't even make sense.
Timed research expires. Just make sure you do it in time. So this is happening on this weekend. This is the 3rd.
Saturday, June 3rd.
Saturday, 2 to 5 p.m.
From 2 to 5 p.m.
So, yeah. So the events are already starting. We get 2 days of Hidden Gems vanilla spawns to check out before this event happens. But then, right after that, it's Beach Week, Water Festival. It says Oceans of Fun.
You got to make a splash. You got to make a splash.
Oceans of Fun await in Water Festival Beach Week. Our Water Festival event returns with a Sandy Gast debut. Ooh. Enjoy a week featuring Pokemon you'll find by Sunny Shores, Pokemon debuts, and a global challenge, special time research, ticket, and more. I like how they're promoting it. Like, a ticket. You got to buy that shit. This is Tuesday, June 6th from 10 a.m. the Monday, June 12th. At 8 p.m., Pokemon debuting, Sandygast and Palossand evolvable with 50 candy. Global challenge, this is an easy one. 300 million nice throws. And this will give us increased candy for nice, great, and excellent throws. Increased chance for Candy XL when you catch with nice, great, and excellent throws, of course, if you're over level 31. Wild encounters, beachy type stuff, which is kind of cool. Tentacool, Shelter, Krabby, Alolan, Executor, Horsey, Staryu, Marill, Wingull, Wailmer, Spheal, Finneon, Dwebble, Feeble, Frillish, Clauncher, and then if you're lucky, or there's some trainers might even encounter Mantine and Poplio. Field research encounters, Sandygast is in there. Go ahead.
Just whatever you do, don't touch Sandygast. It's shovel, because it'll take control of you.
Ooh.
A little bit of lore there.
Blastoise and Swampert are the rare field research tasks. This pairs with the Spotlight Hour. All 5 of these Pokemon, Krabby, Kabuto, Corphish, Clauncher, Crabrawler, are in the Spotlight Hour. Adam, if you notice, there's a shiny icon next to Clauncher.
Clauncher?
New shiny debut. And 4 times rainy lure duration during this event. This is amazing for someone like me.
Don't cry on my parade.
That has a stop at work. Because now I can drop 2.5 rainy lure modules a day and have spawns all day long. Very excited.
That.
Very excited about that. Timed research, Adam, for $5 American dollars.
5, not 1. Like, didn't
5.
you just say all of these were 1?
No, this one's
now
5.
This is 5. All of a sudden, There's $5.
Look, I'm a bootlicker. This is all part of the plan.
I can't believe you shill. I can't believe it.
Complete research task to earn a surfer pose for your avatar and encounters with event thief Pokemon. Yes, the shit can't. I kind of like this pose, man. I kind of showed you my O face.
I'm surfing.
Clip
right
that
now.
shit. Clip. You got to hold on. Where's Casa the Cubone? Oh yeah. This is no. Oh, there's more. There's raids along with Diglett, Hisuian, Quillfish, Carvana, Phoebus. So Sandy Gas is all over the place, which is a good thing. I like when they do that. Lapras wearing a scarf is back in 3-star raids. Alomamola's in there too. That's a good shiny. And then here we have the regional Lake Guardians as well with Mega Swampert up top. So holy shit, that's a lot of news, Adam. We've been going a long time. We have to take a quick break. We have to. I apologize to everybody because we're moving so fast, but there's just so much information. Landor Alpha in the chat says, I'm not touching Lapras. LOL. I'm going for that shiny Lapras. I need that shiny Lapras.
Yeah, you can do whatever you gotta do.
I need it.
I'm just gonna catch Sandy Gas.
JT Valor in the chat says, I'm itching.
JT Valor's in the chat.
I'm itching
no
with
way.
excitement for these crabs. Get it? That's funny. Funny jokes. But when we come back, we're gonna we'll talk about Zoe's interview with Michael Steranka. We'll kind of talk about just the state of the game at large and wrap things up. Adam, what do you think?
I think that is a bloody good idea.
All right, video viewers, stay right there. Audio listeners will be back right after this.
Right after this.
It's an audio break.
Audio break. Da, 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 da.
I could hold up a mic and be like, it's an audio break. Yeah.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that. That would get us censored or something.
It was so because it's so accurate. It sounds
it's,
like
it's
the actual.
spot on.
It sounds
I know
like
my voice is pretty
recording.
good.
All right, let's get back to it.
Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
Oh my God, claimed.
I was copyright strike right there.
Oh
God.
shit! All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
And we're back from our break.
And-
Thank you so much for that.
We're back.
We're back. Yes. I didn't hydrate because I didn't bring a drink, and the only thing to drink here is beer, and I don't drink beer, so I'm very thirsty and parched. But hey, it's a first world problem. This podcast is powered by Patreon, and you can check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show, Lured Up, and all the shows on the network for as little as $1 a month. That $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And every patron is eligible to participate in our monthly prize, PG, Pigo, and TCG Live tournaments. Adam, you have a card tournament going on right now, or did that start yet? Or
We tried to start it.
it didn't.
We only had 3 people signed up. So,
Come on, you card.
Yeah, tell me.
You guys had
tell
a great
me about
turnout.
it.
Last month, everyone was all on it.
I know.
Is it
So
TCG
now-
Live? Is that what it is?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Oh, and just for the record, we will be moving to Project Zygarde tournaments once those are a thing, once that gets developed, both for the New Jersey Go Battle League and for the Lured Up patron Discord tournaments. We will be moving to Project Zygarde once that's released. Anyway, huge thank you to our gym leader patrons, Absolutely Ryan, Austin Zard, Bean and Cheese, DJ Wonderbread, GK, Hall the Counselor, Sue Jamal, Mythical Hitch, and Big Zom Minus. Thank you to our newest patrons that joined at the Discord tier. Lewis joined at the Discord tier, Jarrett, who joined at the supporter tier, and then Ben upped their patronage from the Discord tier to the supporter tier, and annually, which you could save 10%. So we had a lot of movement on Patreon this week. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. You keep our lights on. Special thanks to our executive producer, Paul Bott, as well as the other executive producers on the network, Tish Smith, Kate the Cons, and Stinky Ash. And make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can connect with us, grab some merch, and leave us some reviews. All right, Adam, last topic of the day.
Ken.
This is a good one. We are going to talk about Zoe's interview with Michael Steranka, the director of Pokemon Go live events, the live game director for Pokemon Go, who was in Australia for the release of Shadow Raids and ultimately sat with Zoe for an hour and a half, a long-ass interview. And I'm very glad that Zoe was the one that got to sit with Michael first, because Zoe doesn't take any shit, and she's not afraid to ask questions. She asked the community, what do you want me to ask this person? They said it, and she said it, which is absolutely awesome. And she starts right out of the gate.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do, right?
100%. Dude, if I was interviewing Michael Steranka, that seat would be fucking hot. That would be a hot seat. Like, I'd have the fucking lights on his face like a, like I'm interviewing, like, see? Like we do like good cop, bad cop, that kind of thing.
And I'd just be like, do you want some water?
Be like, then I'd hand him the water, then slap it out of his hands. I'm like, get the fuck out of here! Yeah, it'd be pretty funny. But Zoe did an amazing job. I recommend everyone watch this video. But in this video, she even breaks out with timestamps all the different questions that she asked. And she leads with, does Niantic actually listen to community feedback? And, Adam, we've both spent time with Michael Steranka. We both talked to him on calls. I just saw him in Seattle when I was out that way. He's not afraid to talk about this. And he's one of the most passionate Niantics that I know, as far as like loving this game, playing this game, and really giving a shit about the community and what the community wants. So
and we saw that back in Seattle Go Fest last year. Like,
sure. He's the guy. He's the guy. Yes.
He is.
So we should all feel confident in that. But she asks, sorry, I'm skipping your ad. I'm taking away your money, Zoe. But she asked, do they actually listen? And Michael does a really good job of saying, like, yeah, of course we're listening. And it's a chef's kiss. He mentions the echo chamber on social media. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. It's so great. But what he explains is like, yeah, we're listening, but we want to make sure that we're listening to not just one segment of trainers, meaning not just what's happening on Twitter. We want to listen to everyone, different skill levels, different investment levels, different resource levels, different geographic areas, like all this stuff. We're listening to all of it. It's very good, very promising. It was nice to hear that.
Yeah, there's a wide range of players. It's not just the 1% that's hanging out on Twitter causing drama.
Right. So thank you, Paul. Oh, I thought Paul Bott was here. I was about to say, damn, that would be amazing if Paul Bott was in here. They're talking in the chat. But the next question she asked is, what happened to Dev Diaries? I know that's like from
that one hurt. That one hurt a little bit,
especially from like the Heroes Niantic side and people that were involved with Heroes Niantic in the beginning. The Dev Diaries were like a win. It was, hey, we want more communication. Niantic's like, no problem. Every other month, we're going to give you a Dev Diary. Dev Diaries came out. First one was Michael Steranka, high production, talking about Community Day. Not necessarily what the community wanted to hear a Dev Diary about, but we got it. The improvement was there. Slowly, as time went on, the Dev Diaries went to the wayside.
Died off, yeah.
What the hell happened to them? And he explains, yeah, these were a bigger undertaking than we thought. I don't think they came across the way we wanted to. We want to make sure that when we do communicate, it's special. Little bit of a bummer to hear about. I enjoyed the Dev Diaries. However, I didn't enjoy it when they're like, hey, let's talk about the backgrounds of the loading screen. No.
Listen, I love that though.
Right, but I want to hear why did you choose this Pokemon? Why did you make Community Day 3 hours instead of 6?
Why is this move not on Onyx?
I'm just saying, there's better things that they could use that platform for. Hopefully they come back around to that, to actually make Dev Diaries a little bit more of like a Q&A kind of thing, or an Ask Me Anything kind of thing, like we've seen on Wayfarer in the community forums or on Reddit. But it's an hour and a half long. There's a lot to go through. Jump around in it. Don't get caught up in...
Don't jump around in it. start at the beginning and watch the whole thing. I did it while doing all of my morning stuff, and I plugged it in and listened to it on my ride to work.
I had to watch
It's
it over
long.
like 5 sessions because
Yeah,
it's just
it's
long.
long, but it's very like I feel that Zoe and I have a similar feelings towards the game
Yep.
because you could feel it in how she's talking, and it's like obviously I'm not happy about the game. I'm not happy that all this stuff happened. Me personally, I was furious at Regidrago. Regidrago, I don't know. But anyways, I was more upset with that. And then all this other stuff happened, and it was just like one thing after another. It's like, can you get something right? And so I stopped playing the game. I literally cold turkeyed it. Like that's what I did to feel better about the game. To feel better, like that's how I needed to feel better.
But also
is like
that
not playing the game.
That's the best way to show and provide real world feedback to Niantic. If you're not playing and you're not engaged, their hooks are out of you. They're not getting data, they're not getting money, they're not getting gameplay, they're not getting community, they're not getting anything. Their hooks are gone.
Shout out to Zoe because she's like, I haven't bought a remote raid pass since the change. Like keep that up. Like honestly, like that is like inspiring. And like me, I want a Druddigon. I don't want anything else but a Druddigon. So I will take those. I'm down to my last Pokecoins because I did it.
But as the interview goes on, Michael Steranka ends up pretty much saying, yeah, we hear the feedback, but we're sticking to our story, right? So we finally have official, actual closure on some stuff. Not necessarily what Hear Us Niantic wanted to hear. I'm sure they would have liked him to say, we're reverting everything. You know what I mean? But I think
that's the only thing
100%
that they wanted to hear him.
100%. And anything but that means that this is a fail.
Yeah, and I think they just wanted to catch him on something.
Yeah, of course.
I think that is why anybody that was negative watched that, because they wanted to catch him on something. Be like, oh, well, you said something like this.
Well,
you know, that's why he didn't answer a lot of those questions, because the second he said something, they'd be like, oh, well, you're working on this and not working on that.
The problem is, don't get caught up on Twitter reading people's summaries of the interview, because a lot of them are
don't do that.
Very opinionated, very subjective, and you could be like, oh, well, I didn't watch the hour-and-a-half interview because it was an hour and a half, but I did read so-and-so's remarks on it. No, there's a lot of just inaccuracies.
You have to watch the whole thing to understand the vibes, and it's kind of like you're picking up pieces and taking it out of context, and that's not okay. That is not how the interview is done. That is not how you should take any of that, any of those pieces. So you skipping around, yes, you can do that, and Zoe made it nice so you could do that, but just watch it from the beginning.
Sure.
There's no other way to, and you don't even have to watch it. Just hit play and listen to it. Put it in your headphones.
Yeah.
Like, just don't skip around, because then you take things out of context.
Okay,
and it's
fair.
not
fair. No,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, it was a great interview. Good job, Zoe.
Yeah.
Good job, Michael. Like, well done.
Now here's what's happening though. Already, and this was only 2 days ago, already Twitter is calming down. That's not to say the extremists aren't out there still fucking doxing people, still doing terrible things. Of course, that stuff's going to happen. It's terrible. But the general mob is like, hey, we finally have acknowledgement. It's not what we wanted to hear. Maybe we shouldn't, fucking beat down every post or thread bomb every post. It's definitely calmed down. The optimism is going up. Shadow Mewtwo raids were awesome. Hidden Gems looks promising. June is stacked. Things are happening. GoFest is on the horizon.
Yep.
It's almost like Niantic knows what the fuck they're doing. What a concept. But if you say that, like I do, then I'm the asshole, right? Because
yeah,
I have
you really are though.
because I have faith in I have faith in the process, right? I trust the process. It's just like Adam said, pay with your wallet.
Yeah, show up to
speak with your
GoFest
wallet.
after buying the ticket, and then don't play the event.
Don't play. Knock
Just show up.
Just go
show
through
up to hang.
go through the park on a bike and just knock everyone's phone out of their hands so they can't play. Like bap bap bap. That'd be funny as hell.
No. You got to take the game cords.
Oh, just unplug him.
Yeah.
Snip it. Go around with the scissors. Just snip their shit. That'd be so funny. No, it's. Look, there's a lot in this game to be excited about. There's still a lot to adjust to. We're 2 months in now to the remote raid pass changes. It really hasn't changed shit.
And I can count on two hands how many remote raids I've done.
You and Zoe both. But the thing being,
hers is like one hand, no fingers.
Look, it's returning to form. And this is exactly what Niantic's intentions were. Seeing the look on the community's face when we're, literally an entire cycle of a red to green light, we're crossing the street, and I'm sitting in the middle of the street waving people, blocking traffic. Like,
they're like, get this man a safety.
Get me a vest.
Jacket.
I should have had a vest.
Get you a vest.
It's awesome. And people are getting excited about playing in person again. And I think Shadow Raids are a great way
honestly,
to do it.
I was just talking tonight about making plans for Community Day.
You see?
Like, I have never done that. Well, not never, but like it's been rare for me to have done that.
I just think that it's a return to form. IRL is on the come up. It's all positive. This is what we need. This is what we want. It's perfect timing as we go into the summers here in the States. Obviously, I know in Australia it's getting cold. But it's exciting for us. So live it up. Work hard. Do stuff. People are like, why should I have to work? That's not my job. It's not your job. Just don't complain then that you don't have anyone to play with. It's also not your job to just sit there and complain about something you're doing nothing about.
If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
If you're not with us, you're against us. No. But I said the same thing on Twitter. If you want help building a community on Campfire, my inbox is full right now of people saying like, hey, I'm from fucking East Bumblefuck. How do I find another person in this town that plays? And it's like, this is what you got to do. And I've helped people every step of the way. Teaching people Wayfarer. Teaching people how to use Campfire. Teaching people how to make flyers. It's been a game changer for me with my personal in-person events when I make flyers for them. It's like it requires work. But if you get the people together and you're excited about it, things will start to change. It's not necessarily a if you build it, they will come thing. You can't just say, hey, I'm doing raids, meet me at the park at 2, and then that's it. Then you show up at the park at 2 and no one's there, and you're like, fuck this game. No. But
that's pretty much what I did. I was like, hey, we're going here. And
fuck this game.
The Discord that I'm in, it's like New Hampshire Discord or whatever it is. Nobody's active.
Yeah.
There's like nothing. And I posted there, it's like starting at the Children's Museum and then going from there. Nobody showed up. Nobody said anything in there. So I was like,
there needs to be more Campfire availability, more promotion of Campfire stuff through Pokemon Channel so people understand the correlation. That will be an amazing tool that empowers communities. We just have to, more people need it.
Oh man, is there a way to check really quickly your previous messages from Campfire?
Well, you can go to your inbox. They're all there.
Okay, but is that something that like if I posted on the raid, it would be in there?
Posted on the raid? What do you mean?
Yeah, like like there's a raid, so in the chat, I like I said.
No,
something.
no, the flare chat goes away. The flare chat.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I got something flagged, and
Oh, good point. Go ahead.
it literally was like, I'm 1 to 2 min away
Right.
with 5.
And you're like, what the fuck could they possibly flag here?
Yeah, I was like, what is there wrong? What's wrong with
So
this?
I saw Landor Alpha talking about this. I struggle with this. I created my event for my Mewtwo raid train, and the whole time I'm trying to create it, it's saying that the name and title is inappropriate. The name was Shadow Mewtwo raid train. I was like, what is it flagging? Like
The train.
I took out train. Like, this happened so much. There was things where I'm like, okay, we're going in, and it flagged it. Or like dropping now, flagged. I'm like, they have to do something, seriously something about, like, I understand it's open, they're trying to be protective, but if you can't communicate, what's the purpose of a communication tool? Like, you got to open it up a little bit, because shit it's just too tight. It's just giggity. It's just too tight. Like, they gotta loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, you can't get your message in. It's too tight.
Yeah, can't. We need more lube, so that way we can talk more.
Lubed up? Is this the new podcast?
The Lubed Up podcast? No. There was a lot of, like, just completely harmless stuff getting blocked. It prevents, and especially, like, if you're trying to, like, rush and do things quickly, and you're trying to, like, tell 40 people, we're dropping now, you know what I mean? It's like, and you can't get it out. It's a pain in the ass. So hopefully they do fix that. So that's a good point.
That tends to be a pain in the butt when you can't get it out.
That's right. But Adam, that's a show. So much news. I know it was a lot of information. I know it was a freight train, but we had to get through it all. Over the next weeks, we'll be dissecting our June month with all these upcoming events, with the research day and with Beach Week and all that stuff. We'll dig into it in detail. We'll dig into the seasonal stuff after we have some vanilla spawns and all that. But Adam, I think that's it. Was that it?
I think so. I'm right there with you.
All right, awesome.
That might be a show. Thanks to all 21 viewers, right? Is that how many are?
Yeah,
watching?
shout to the chat.
To each and every one of you.
Hey, we're on the up and up with Twitch. We're really excited to be here every week now. We're going to start promoting it on a little bit more of a consistent schedule. Hopefully we can build this up over time, but seeing over 20 people here for the whole show is a great thing. So we really do appreciate everyone that's here. Make sure you follow if you're on Twitch. Don't forget to sub if you can. And everyone, you can catch the VOD and the audio version of this on Friday. But you just make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for everything we have going on with the network. Check out the other shows.
Everything.
Yeah. And Adam, is that it?
Yes. And you'll see more cards graded on the next episode of the Special Conditions podcast.
I guess we could talk. We can kind of talk about.
You guess?
I guess we could. No, we could. No, we could talk about. We're very excited. Pokemon Professor Network is now a partner of TGA Grading, so we'll be able to look. Oh, Adam's got the shirt on and everything. So shout out to TGA. You'll see some announcements and some posts and some really cool stuff coming through Special Conditions and also through the channel at large. Really excited to work with TGA. So very, very, very excited.
What's
that a mystery box? Oh my God!
So no. It's just the other cards that were graded.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Keep training trainers. Stay positive. Love your fellow Twitter people. Get out there and play. Touch some grass. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.